where you want to. It don't matter. Good morning, everybody. This is Friendly, and it is Friendly Live on Hunt County News. We are here this morning. You know, this is our second show, and I'm so excited about doing all this because it gives me an opportunity not only to talk about music, to play music, but to have friends on the show. And what better friends than you have in Greenville and G-Town, Texas, than the Blandelles, Gary, Evan. Thank y'all so much for coming this morning. We're running, well, I guess we're running on time, right? A little bit. But, when we, Barney and I, by the way, Barney's under the weather this morning. And but when Barney and I started talking about this, Barney says, you know what, I think it would be great if we could, get some music in here and get some people. And that was the birth of Friendly Live. And I'm really fortunate to be here because the community has really been good to me. It's been good to me, and I hope that I've been good for the community. And this is just a part of what we do at Hunt County News. It's Friendly Live, Hunt County News Live. We are the good news station. And you guys have got a story to tell.
We've got several stories.
Stories to tell.
Some we can't tell.
And I'm holding up something that we are going to be talking about today, and that is y'all did something in Memphis, didn't you?
Yes, sir, we did.
And you're the bass player.
Yes, sir.
And how many members are there now?
We've got eight. Eight members.
All right. Before we talk about Memphis, let's give a little background for those people in the world that are now seeing the Blandelles for the first time. Give us a little bit of history about the Blandelles.
In April, it will be 33 years since the founding of the group.
30? You don't look that old, Eddie.
Well, there is the charter member.
John Kent and I
Right.
were teaching at Bland High School, and he could play, and the rest of us just kind of hacked around, but a bunch of teachers could actually, play different instruments and stuff, and we decided, and John and I love to get together and play guitar and sing oldies songs, and we decided we would put together a group of teachers and put on a little music show for them at the athletic banquet as a surprise. And
Right.
we practiced in secrecy, and I don't know how secret it was, but we played it when we were bad. We were really bad. We played even worse than we are now. And we tried to play about 10 or 11 songs. The kids just loved it. But we're getting together. We gotta have a name. And I said, hey, just be the Blandelles. Well, how are we going to spell it? I said, let's put extra E in it, which has been a problem, of course, now. But we put the extra E in it, and we were the Blandelles. And crazy, somebody heard us and wanted us to play a backyard party. And was, are you kidding? Or we go to a backyard party, and we were just as bad as we were the first time. And some Catholic church in Paris used to come down there, actually going to pay us. And we're looking around, someone's going to pay us to do this. And so we kind of decided, well, we're going to do this for real. We need to, get better. And
Right.
are we going to do it? We're not going to do it. And original performance, I guess you'd call it, at Bland High School for the kids, we had about 12 people. Tried to get every teacher we could involved, whether they were singing or playing an instrument or whatever. And we decided we'd pare it down to about 6 or 7 that really wanted to do this and see if we could do it. And we went to Paris and we played, and we got a couple of more offers, and we decided that okay, let's just practice and get better and do this. And we carried our stuff in a horse trailer, and we carried actually.
Somehow that's slightly fitting.
That's slightly.
We'll ignore it.
We actually carried a full-size piano. And
A full size?
Yes, sir. Well, a full size. They'd take 4 of us that load it. And anyway, that's the way we did it for a while. And the original, I guess 6 or 7 members were myself, and John Kent, and teachers Paul Patterson, Al Ship, Nancy Pennington. I played piano. A kid named Jeff played bass, and I can't remember his last name. He played bass, and we didn't have a sax. So I guess we had 6 of us maybe to start with. I mean, you can go on. In 2015, we made our 30th anniversary CD, which I have a copy of.
I have a copy of that. Right.
Pictures in there, the original group. We had a lady in Bland that made us pink jackets, similar to what you got on. We wore the pink jackets.
Wow.
I can't, mine shrunk, and I can't wear it. I don't know where it
It's
is.
shrunk. I
But,
like it.
but that's kind of where we got started, and we just built on it. Probably have been 80 or more people that have played with the
Wow.
Blandelles over the time, different people. And this group now has been together for, not about 7 years, no, going on 7 years.
Thereabouts. We started practicing in November
Yeah.
of 05.
2010,
2010, right.
Wow.
And that's crazy that it's gone by this fast.
And Evan, I started off talking about what you guys did in Memphis, but Gabe, let's play a cut from that. Can we do that or
We're gonna try
Okay.
to play a track.
okay?
This is the first time on this computer that we've done that.
Oh, okay. So
We're
what?
gonna try?
And you pick out there's one particular song we can.
This is my
Big-
wife. My wife Regina wanted, why don't you play this one first?
Okay. And that what is it? The letter.
The letter.
The letter.
The letter. Okay.
You know, that pretty well showcases, everyone in the group.
Well,
so
we
it
got-
comes in well.
Trombone, we've got keyboard players actually playing the trumpet on this keyboard, and we've got tenor sax on this.
Oh,
as well.
right.
So it all, and everything kind of comes together pretty well.
So we're gonna see if we can do that, and I know Gabe can do it. Gabe can do anything.
Well, I
with,
think he can.
he can do
Yeah,
anything with
I
a
think he
computer.
can.
And
So show some slides of their pictures and stuff.
Okay.
I know I can do that.
Okay, good. Good.
Right.
All right, we'll be looking at those.
so you want to do that now, and
Those of you watching with earbuds in, please just mind yourself. Turn down the volume or something. All right, let's try this.
all right, let's try it. It's minute to minute here.
Okay.
You know, no,
Yeah. It's,
no script, no rehearsal. I mean, it's just minute. to minute.
That's the way we go. Most of us are educators. That's the only way we can fly.
Right.
let people know. Oh, I'll let them know.
Okay.
It's not going yet. Just give me a second, and I'll make it work.
All right.
I'll make it work.
And we're still live.
We're still live.
We're still live. Well, we can talk about
Sure.
where we're at,
Sure.
and then we can talk about what we talked about a while ago. Is that you never know who might get to play at the Texan Theater.
Right.
So we can put that out there, Evan.
Yeah, we're very available.
Very
Very
available.
available. We're very mercenary.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We're educators, retired educators. So
And that's the thing, that the group started as all as teachers.
Right.
And we basically kept that premise. We only have one guy who's not an educator right now. Everybody else is
Who is that?
still teaching. That's John Harris, who plays lead guitar. He's the insurance guy. He's the only one that makes any money.
Ah, okay. All right.
And for a living. And the rest of us, Doc and I are retired, and everybody else is still teaching.
Doc. That's what
Right,
Doc.
it's
I keep
because
calling him Doc.
because it's doctor
Yeah,
in here.
Doc,
So
Doc. Yeah.
I'm the most overeducated of the
Right.
group.
Yeah. Doc, Hot Rod. You got all of it.
Everybody's got stage
Everybody's
names.
got
That's
names.
the
Yeah.
rule.
Everybody's got
That's
stage
the rule.
names.
We,
Stage names.
We had he had to have a backup drummer, Special K. The drummer was in New York the last Hangtime show we played. Another guy played drums for us, did a great job. His name was Tommy, and I said, we rehearsed. I said, get a stage name. If you don't, I'm gonna give you one before you get it.
And you will be assigned.
And so he was Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy.
All right, Tommy Boy. All right. You got her going.
I
Huh?
think we're ready.
We're ready. So we're gonna do the letter.
Maybe.
He makes no promises.
Hi, Gail. Good morning. Oh, yeah.
1952.
Oh, St. James
Yeah,
Infirmary.
there is a typo on
We're
that.
gonna try this again, everybody.
Yeah, BLA. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That autocorrect gets you every time.
Every time. I got to do before we start. We are live.
No.
Huh?
Yes, we're
We're
live.
live. We're back. Hey, we're back. First of all, I got to say a big thank you to Paul Kelly, Friendly Insurance, Bob Hobbs, Lone Star Ponders, name me another one, Gabe, because they support us. They are supporting us.
Ashton Rose,
Ashen Rose,
Texan Theater.
Texan Theater. So if you want to be a part of all this, it's very inexpensive. I tell everybody, it's kind of like Tijuana, it's almost free. But anyway, give me a call, 903-45, or 415, I got a new number, 903-415-0899. Everybody's got it. But now we just played a cut from the new CD, okay? The new CD. And I like what you guys did on the front, the millionaire, the $1 million
tried to mimic
trio.
$1 million
Now, Doc, tell them about the $1 million trio.
Oh, that's the original.
That's the
I think it's a quartet.
yeah. But this is in Sun Studios, and there is a history there. And when you first walk in, and you know, we talked about this at lunch yesterday, is when you first walk into Sun Studio, looking from the outside, it's like ooh ah. But the minute you walk into that, it's like what you said, it's like walking to a church, because there's so much musical history there. And I know that when you guys were there, it was a trip.
It was an excellent experience. It was like walking into a different time.
It is. It's you go back in time, and you can actually have that feeling. You know, I get goosebumps talking about it.
Sure.
But you can have that feeling of what it must have felt like for Elvis to be there, and Jerry Lee
Yeah.
Lewis, and what was it, Carl
Perkins.
Carl Perkins, the original blue suede shoes, by the way.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
but tell us a little bit about what happened at Sun Studio? I know there's some fun things that involved the policeman or whatever.
Well, first of all, a couple of things. One of our members didn't get to go. Greg, who sings lead,
Right.
he didn't get to go. So only 7 of us. So Carl Parrott, who does the keyboard, he helped me on the vocals, doing some stuff that Greg had done. So, and the other thing people need to understand is this thing. We did this recording in 5 hours. This is live. When we did
Most of it one take.
when we did the anniversary CD, it took us about 6 months to get that thing completed, working here and there. But this one we had to do in 5 hours because obviously the studio time is not exactly cheap.
Oh, no.
There. And we made the trip, and they recorded just like they did in the 50s. Everybody plays at the same time. If you mess up on the song, even if it's at the end, you got to leave it. You got to come around and you got to do it again. And fortunately, we only had to redo just a couple of songs. And I mean, we go back and listen to it. There's probably a couple of things I would like to change, maybe a little glitch here and there, but you got to listen real hard for it, I think. And for us to have done this, we started at 7:30 at night. We quit about 1:30 in the morning. And the people there are so nice. I mean, the engineers are nice. They 2 guys there working as engineers, and we took our wives with us, and they had a ball. They had the run of the studio. They could go to the back to the sound engineer where he was working. They could stay in the studio as long as they were quiet, and and it was just it was a really neat thing to do.
Gabe, can we pull another? Doc, what track on here, Doc?
Let's do Bad Boy.
Yeah, Bad
Bad
Boy,
Boy
number 2.
We're gonna do another one from this new. See, it's the Blandelles
706 Union Avenue.
706 Union Avenue.
That is the address of Sun Studios.
That is. It is absolutely the address. And if you've never been to Sun Studios in Memphis, you got to go. You got to go if you're into any music. I don't care what it is, because we were talking
Right.
earlier, Doc, that it's just not country when we talk about Sun
No,
Studios.
there's some of that start out a lot of blues.
Oh yeah, well look at what
Muddy Waters. For
oh yeah,
example.
actually Muddy Waters. Oh yeah.
B.B. King.
B.B. King. So the list goes on and on and on. But I enjoyed it because of all the history behind it. And so now you guys come up and do a CD there. That's great. So are we ready to play Bad Boy?
Boy.
Bad Boy by the Blandelles right here on Friendly Live.
A bad little kid moved into my neighborhood. Bad boy. Don't do nothing much, just sit and try to look so good. Bad boy. He don't wanna go to school, they find out he ain't right. Bad boy. Sits around our house and play rock and roll music all night. Bad boy. But the tax and TV share, June comes in his hair. Now, Junior, behave yourself. He buys every rock and roll book on a magazine stand. Dime he gets, it's off to the jukebox man. Worry keeps the teacher till at night, she's ready to poop. From rocking and a rolling, spinning in a hula hoop. Rock and roll, gotta stop. Junior's heading on his rock. Now, Junior, behave yourself. Ow! He's a bad boy. Junior, behave yourself.
Yeah, which one was that? Which one was that one that just started? Hold on, I'm coming. Well, that's another good one.
Which one?
Hold on, I'm coming to number 3.
Yeah, we're gonna chat and we're gonna go right back to the music.
Sure.
I want to tell the story about the phone.
Okay.
Okay, and then any funny. I don't know if you want to talk about the police.
Oh, well, that was funny.
Okay,
actually.
we'll.
It's
Are we
it's,
now?
it's good that
we live.
Yeah.
Oh, we live. Okay, but we're
Now that
back.
we've given all the stories.
Deborah, we're gonna have another off
it's a wrap.
off-camera producer over here. She didn't say a word. She didn't, anyway, by the way, Deborah Doherty from Economic Development in Emory, Texas is in the cafe, lobby cafe, the Texan Lobby Cafe. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Alana. Thank you. But getting back to Memphis, I love Memphis. I do. I do. I like Memphis. But getting back to the Sun Studios, and while you're in the Sun Studios, there is a lot to see.
Lot to see.
There's a lot to see, and one particular item that we were talking about. Tell our viewers about this one.
Sam Phillips's phone,
Sam Phillips, owner of
owner of
Sun
Memphis
Records.
Recordings,
Right.
Sun Studio. His phone was there, and you can look at it. And down at the bottom, of course, it's
On rotary.
regular old phone.
Right.
Where you actually pick it up, and you actually have to dial the number. But he's got like 5 or 6, and I think the picture may have been on there, Gabe. I'm not sure that you showed. Anyway, different people, 5 or 6 people he could punch in and call. And we took some pictures of that, and had Marion, of course, as a secretary, which he was pretty familiar with. She was on there. His wife was on there. Elvis was on there. Dewey Phillips, who broke all the stuff right down the street at
Right.
the radio station. No relation to Sam, by the way. He was on there, so that was a pretty cool thing to look at the phone. All the equipment, the old equipment, is still there, and we took some pictures of that as well. They don't use it, but even the acetate machine was still there, where you could fix all that and make the record out of it. It's just everything was digital now, but the way they recorded, but the old stuff was still there. It's pretty neat to see.
Like I said, it's a different feeling.
Yes.
And especially if you're into music, and if you're not into music, you sometimes, because there was my wife, she's into music, but she's not into what, like, you get. But she told me, she said, I felt kind of different when I was in there. And I said, I told you would, because it is. Now, Doc, you want to play? Let's play another hit, another
That's fine.
cut. And Doc, when we get back, Doc's going to tell a story about a fun thing that might have happened. we still there?
You ever be sad? Wait on me when the times are bad. When the day comes and you're down in a river of trouble, you're about to drown. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on,
Yeah, we were live, yeah. Well, I
So he
finished,
does it so well.
anyway, I finished telling my story on camera about Sherman, Mississippi. That was the home of different people, but there was a guy named Wayne. I can't forget his last name. Played piano. Him and Elvis, and another guy named Wayne Charette played guitar, and they all played together in high school. But then it wasn't a band or anything. Not when Elvis finally got. But it was so neat talking to these guys. But they talked. They didn't say anything about Tupelo. It was always Memphis. Always talking about Memphis and everything. But Doc, before we left, I asked you to tell you a little story about maybe something funny. He's already laughing over here, so I guess it must be a good story that happened while you guys were at Sun Studios.
Well, of course, Sun Studios, being in an older building, is fairly narrow, so there's a main entrance
Yes.
and there's a back entrance. So when we originally came there, we had to begin loading and getting set up. While, of course, there's still tourists and tours and so forth, and folks looking at it, so we could not go through the front because that's where the public was.
Right.
Going through the back, you go through the actual engineering sound room. And so it steps up and it steps down and it's narrow. So a little after midnight when we were finishing up, we decided the smart idea would be to bring the trucks and vehicles around front and load out the front. Well, fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, Sun Studios has got some good neighbors. And they figured something had to be up because we were moving, all this equipment out of Sun Studios after midnight.
I can imagine.
You
what I
know,
was gonna say.
which is a reference to a song, of course. But so the next thing we know, we're about a quarter of the way through it, and 3 police cars show up, lights and the whole bit, and they jump out. No guns drawn or anything because they were scratching their heads as well. We didn't look too horribly threatening, but we were fairly easily, fortunately, able to, with the help of the engineers, say, okay, everything's fine. This is their equipment, and there's actually pictures on the website of us with the police.
You got this picture? You got pictures?
We got him to take his picture with us.
Excellent. All right.
We thought, how stupid, why would we be loading the stuff from the front door when
Yeah, it's not really very inconspicuous, to say the least.
Now there's on the new album you've got 9 cuts, 9 tracks, and did you guys get? Because I know your playlist is 4 or 5 pages long.
Yeah.
How did you narrow it down to these 9? That's what I want to know.
I wanted to do stuff that was Sun related.
Oh, okay.
So we did a Jerry Lee, we did an Elvis, we did Carl. Larry Williams was probably at Stax in Memphis, more than likely. And we did 2 songs by him, and then we did a couple songs that kind of featured the horns with the letter from the Box Tops, and then Hold On, I'm Coming with Sam.
Which would have been Stax.
Yeah,
Right.
Stax. And that's kind of the way I kind of decided we do it. And we started actually practicing the Memphis set. We don't rehearse hardly any, but I know we should. But we started rehearsing that and working on it. So hopefully when we got there, we could, click on it. And Doc mentioned it at the break while ago. We had John Nagg on sax and Preston Cummins on. Preston played trombone, baritone sax, and flute all on the CD. And the Elvis cut we do, Can't Help Falling in Love. He actually has a flute solo in the middle of it, which we kind of put in there, and they were kind of, let's try this, in the middle of all of it, which was pretty neat that they're able to do that. And we're really happy with them. 5 hours recording, get that done in 5 hours.
Well, and I see the track number 4, Lordy Miss Lloyd Price. Lloyd Price, man, and that's back in the 50s.
And the Bobby Blue Land song that John does the vocals on, John Harris, was recorded in 52.
52.
By him.
Yeah.
So we kind of had a pretty good idea of what we wanted to do when we got there. And we actually, Linda Lou, which you like.
Oh, Linda Lou. I played Linda Lou on my show a bunch.
We actually, Pless, the guy, the engineer, said, why don't y'all do one to warm up? And so we did Linda Lou, and he recorded it. I didn't know he recorded it. And he played it back, and there was some unseemly things were being said over the microphones, and so we
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but
There's nothing off color, but there's some grumbling.
anyway, we decided it might be best not to put a cut on that. So we already had it anyway on the.
Can we do another cut?
One more, but
Okay.
why don't you say goodbye so that we can end on the song?
Well, do
You,
what?
you want to end on the song? So
Well-
we can go ahead and say goodbye to people? Or you
No, I want to come back.
back?
I want to come back, but because our
The boss isn't here, so we can do whatever.
the viewers want to hear music.
The boss isn't here, so we can do
The
whatever.
boss, that's right. The cat's away. The cat's away. We can play. I'm thinking, Lottie Lottie, Miss Claudie,
Yeah,
Lloyd Price.
Yeah, that'll feature Carl Harris,
Carl,
yeah.
keyboard player
Carl,
and
the keyboard
vocals.
player.
Right. Yeah. So Lottie
think
Lottie,
that's,
Miss Claudie, from the new CD, 706 Union Avenue, and we're going to tell you when we come back how you can get this, and we're going to do a lot of things when we get back. We're going to play music first, because it's all about the music on Friendly Live.
Well, Lordy, 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 Miss Claudie, girl, you sure look good to me. Please don't excite me, baby. I know it can't be me. Well, that girl, all she wants is my money. Yeah, but she just don't treat me right. She likes to ball every morning, home late at night. I'm gonna tell my mama, Lord, I swear what you've done to me. I'm gonna tell everybody down in misery. Play it, baby. Bye bye, baby. Girl, I won't be coming no more. Goodbye, little darling. Down the road I go. Bye bye, baby. Girl, I won't be coming no more. Goodbye, little darling. Down the road I go. Goodbye, little darling. Down the road I go.
And we're back. And we're back live with Friendly Live here at the Texan Lobby Cafe Theater. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Lana. And you know what? We're like in NBC this morning. We got the window behind
Yeah, we
us,
did.
and it's working out great. And our guests this morning have been the Blandelles. We got two Blandelles. We got Doc and Hot Rod. And speaking of the Blandelles, tell us where about what's going on with the Blandelles. You get book. You can play. You can play for these people. and,
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely. Website has all the contact information on it. My cell phone, booking information. We play once a
Website
month.
would be theblandelles.net.
Yeah, with the E. That's
With
the
E.
E.
Let's
And,
spell the whole thing out because it's.
V-
I mean, we spent 3 minutes trying to spell it to get to the website.
BLANDELES .net. We play once a month at Hang Time,
Hang Time.
Sports Bar in Rowlett. We are desperately looking, well, desperate maybe a little strong, but we would really like to have another club to play on a monthly basis so we can get a little monthly routine. So anybody out there want some good rock and roll?
And
with
good
the
rock
guys,
and roll, by the way. I can
Hear
see
that,
it.
Greenville?
Yeah. Hear that, G-Town, where they're here, and CDs.
CDs,
Merchandise, T-shirts. You got the blend.
We got some T-shirts.
Like I said, I think
official T-shirt.
Yep. So I don't have the T-shirt this morning.
CDs, we don't do anything over the internet. Come see us.
Right.
We got them for sale. If you know how to get a hold of me, that's fine. Find me, and I'm all over the place. If you don't mind, I've been fortunate, blessed, to do this for nearly 33 years. Play with some great guys. I mean, and it wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here if John Kent basically got it together way back in 1985, and I was lucky enough to be the co-founder. I mean, the guys I'm playing with now are great guys,
Right.
and the guys that I've played with in the past are fantastic musicians. The thing about this current group of guys, if we'll play Saturday night till 2 or 3 in the morning, most of us will be in church Sunday.
That's right. That's right.
A lot of us,
That's right.
a lot of us playing in church.
Playing in
Sunday
church.
morning.
Yeah, and then, we almost look at this as kind of a ministry, and certainly
Amen.
so.
Well, I tell you, it's all about the music and God. I'm telling you what, put Him first, and the music comes next. But thank you guys. Thank you. I know it's early, and
Enjoyed it.
I know you got to go back to work now. You got to.
Well, not us.
Oh,
We're
you're
retired.
Oh, you're retired. That's right. You know I know that day job.
That's why we're the only ones
That's
here.
right, we're the ones here. And I do want to say, keep Barney Weicker in your prayers, folks. He's not feeling too good this morning. And also, I do want to thank all of the people that have called in, people that have Facebooked us, because without you, we can't do this. And I do have a special shout out. I've got involved with, I've been a customer of AT&T for many years, and I just want to say a big old shout out to Tanisha and David Carter. She's the, I think, service, she takes care of the people like me. So Tanisha, David, and 17-year anniversary. And this is Friendly Live. We do it every Wednesday morning at 8:30 right here on Hunt County News Live. And next week got another local individual. He's not living, I don't think he lives here right now. Colton O'Neill. Colton O'Neill is going to be our guest next Thursday, which will be next Wednesday, the 17th. So until then, this is Friendly along with Hot Rod and Doc. And remember, keep it in your boot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
guys.
Appreciate you having us.
I want to get a picture.
Shake it one time for me. Well, the house is going over, baby. Whole lot of shake. Real low. Shake, baby, shake. All you gotta do, honey, is stand in one little spot. Wiggle around just a little bit. That's when you got something that's short enough hot. Ooh, baby, whole lot of shaking going on. Well, shake it, baby, shake it. Shake it, baby, shake it. Oh. Shake it, baby. Come on, baby, shake it, baby, shake it. Come on, whole lot of shaking going on. pretty baby, won't you walk with me? Come on, pretty baby, won't you talk with me? Come on, pretty baby, give me one more chance. Try to save our romance, slow down. Baby, now you're moving way too fast. Gotta keep loving you. If you want, I love you last. Well, I used to walk you home, baby, after school. Pay your books home too. Now you got a boyfriend, diamond ring. Baby, what you trying to do? You better slow down. Baby, now you're moving way too fast. Gotta keep loving you, loving. Ow! If you want, I love you last.